So, Dragon Ball Kakarot. Yep, we're talking about a game. This is kind of sort of a game review. Like, this is literally what it is. And if I'm being honest, this game was so interesting to play. Like, the open world was incredible and it was vast. And on top of all of that, the soundtrack. I really wanted to save the soundtrack for last, but I have to talk about it now because the soundtrack in Dragon Ball Kakarot is fuego. Like, you don't understand. The soundtrack, like they have bits and pieces of certain battles where they will just play, like straight up just play Dragon Ball music. Like when I'm telling you, when I heard Chow La Het Chala when I was fighting Kid Buu, like I was literally singing along. Like, in fact, I was literally singing along and humming along to every song I was freaking fighting in, and it actually amped me up in the battle because I'm just like, yes, this is what I need. Like, this game is incredible. Like, I have never been so hyped and so excited for this game review in my life. But here we go. So essentially, the plot is every other Dragon Ball game ever made. Essentially, the plot is you play through the entire Dragon Ball series. Well, at least the Dragon Ball Z series. And if you have the expansion pack, you get the Beerus, you get the Resurrection F arc, etc., etc., and then you get the Future Trunks arc. I have not played the Future Trunks arc yet, and I doubt that I actually will. But anyways, it's just kind of interesting how these story arcs and all these storylines were weaved together, and like they'll even have like some arcs that were filler in the anime and they put it in the game, like the racing arc between Piccolo and Goku, that's in the game. And honestly, I need to talk about the bad parts of this entire game, and this one's gonna be kind of like controversial, at least depending on who plays the game. Maybe I'm garbage, but just listen, let me explain. Some matches in this game are so impossible to beat on your first try. Like, there are certain levels where me and my brother was playing, and let me tell you this, we were pissed. I mean, he was more pissed than me, but like I was just getting like very, very highly irritated because as you were playing the game, you realize that Jiro is a bastard. Like they amped some of these bosses up to an absurd degree for no reason. But then again, the more we played the game, the more experience we got, the more we had a feel for the fighting style of how we each played the game. It contributed into how the match ended and how the match started. So like, Jiro took a lot out of me, and I didn't even play that match. I was just watching my brother actively give himself a aneurism. Like, my bro was spazzing, and I was kind of just getting upset too. I'm like, bro, how? Like, the things that happened in that game, like, it was so broken. There's no reason why these characters should be this amped up like this. It's a game. It's supposed to be fun. Like there would be this thing where Dr. Jiro absorbs energy, and get this right, get this. He literally just has infinite range with that ability. He'll just teleport behind you and take your energy. It's so broken. Like, literally just broken. I don't understand it. And the thing is, I wouldn't care if it was just this one level, but multiple levels were this hard. Also, there was a small coincidence that happened every time me and my brother would rotate in between levels and gameplay battles. Get this right. Every time he played a game, he would eventually run against a energy absorber, and bruh, this man was so mad, but his pride would not let him give me the controller, and I didn't even want him to, bro. Like, this was his match. He had it in the bag. I trusted that he would get through this battle on his own. Like, when he fought Yakan, I can already tell that this man has some flashbacks with Dr. Jiro immediately. It was hilarious. I'm not gonna lie, it was funny. I ain't gonna hold you, it was hilarious. But all in all, the game, if I had to give it an all in all rating, well, at least in my personal opinion, if I had to give it all, like if I had to like bumble up every single bit of the game in one single rating, that's including the soundtrack, the gameplay, the freaking controls, everything about it, honestly, I would have to give it a 10 out of 10. And that could be just me being biased towards Dragon Ball in general, and Dragon Ball being my first anime game ever, i.e. back in the olden days, back in the Budokai era. The Budokai era was the best era. Fight me. Like, seriously, somebody please make a Budokai 4 and upgrade these graphics. Anyways, that is how I feel about Dragon Ball Kakarot. Great gameplay, great. Also, I didn't talk about the visuals. I did not talk about the visuals. So the visuals in this game is obviously stunning. Like, literally, they're just stunning. Like, it's peak Dragon Ball video game. In fact, it's peak anime game. Like, next to in Storm 4, the visuals and the cutscenes are immaculate. Like, bro, anime games have had a mixed bag with anime fans. Some are good, some are, but they finally, I feel like they finally have a handle on how to literally make a anime game for all ages and make it 100% enjoyable for all ages. Like, I don't know anyone who would hate Dragon Ball Kakarot besides the poor choice in name. Like, were they out of Budokai names? I feel like they were out of Budokai names. I don't know. Maybe that's just me. Like, because you will be fooled into thinking that this game is solely about Goku when it's not. It's just a game naming choice for some reason. So yeah, game 10 out of 10 in my opinion as a Dragon Ball fan and as a Dragon Ball stan. Like, literally, I have a Trunks plushie hung up on my freaking wall. I'm not kidding. It's on the screen. So yes, I enjoy this game.